Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you should be finished or nearly finished gluing your rounding notes in your journal. You're going to keep your journal out. We're going to work some practice problems together so that we have these practice problems in case we see these very same problems at a very near future date. You will have them written down. It'll make your life easier. I need to get my Team Shake app because I paid 99 cents for it. I'm gonna get use of it if I can ever find the phone I own. Oh, it's actually by the computer. I got to get my value out of it since I paid 99 cents for it. Plus, it makes you guys panic when I call on you, which is really cool. So let's change to Class 2. Well, you're my second class, so yeah. If you were my first class, you'd be Class 1. I numbered them in order. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to work some rounding problems. You're going to write these problems in your journal on the page after where you put your notes. So your journal should be open so that you can work these practice problems with me as we go over them. The first problem, Caden? How do you say this number?
70.
Ignore everything here.
Okay.
How do you say that number?
782 thousandths.
Good. 782 thousandths. 782 thousandths. You read a number after the decimal point, just like you would before the decimal point, then you just throw on that place value at the end. So don't panic and freak out. All right, Natalie, we're gonna round to this place value. Natalie, which place value is that?
That's tenths.
That is the tenths place. THS means it's behind the decimal point. Now I got a little song that I teach when we're talking about rounding.
Yeah, we heard it.
You heard my song?
Yeah.
You heard the one I teach for rounding.
Yeah.
So you heard it
Yes.
already?
Yes, but I would like to hear it again.
You'd like to hear it again?
Yes.
Okay, it goes, find your number, look next door. 5 or greater, add one more. The numbers in front stay the same. The numbers behind zero's your name. Sing it, we will round you. Round you. All right, so that's how it goes. So Nat, what are you doing?
Yeah, we heard it through.
But you should be writing notes down. So you have this written down. You're going to round as I go, so you have some examples. Natalie told us that that's in the tenths place. Our song goes, find your number. Natalie, help me find it. It's in the tenths place. Look next door. So I'm looking next door, Riley, to what place value is this? Riley is not here, so he cannot answer. So Riley, if you're watching at home, please text me the answer to the question I just asked you. What place value is the 8 in? But since Riley's not here, Alexis, you're not skipping, are you?
It's in the 10.
No?
Oh, wait, which?
The 8.
Oh,
Hundredths place. Good. So we're going to round the tenths place. To do that, we look at the number next door, which is the hundredths place. Now, Natalie is the hundredths. I'm sorry. Alexis is the hundredths place 5 or greater?
yes.
Yes. So I add one more to the place that I'm rounding to. So I got to add one. So let's go with Tristan. What is 7 plus 1? 8. The numbers in front stay the same. The numbers behind zero's your name. Sing it, we will round you. Round you. All right. So the answer would then be 8 thousandths. 800 thousandths. Or we can leave these two zeros off and it would be 8 tenths. Because remember, those zeros at the back don't matter. That'd be like saying I have 8 dimes, I have 0 pennies, and I have 0 teeny parts of a penny. So it's just 8/10. With me so far?
Yes.
All right, Reese. Reese, how do you say this number?
He's not in our class.
Oh,
He
Reese.
never goes to school.
Reese is abducted by aliens. Ashley! Ashley! How do you say this number?
4.071,000.
4 and 71 thousandths. 4 and 71 thousandths. We are going to round to this place right here. So, Chase, what place value is that?
700.
It's 700ths. We're rounding to the hundredths place. The value of that number is 700ths. I look at the number behind it. Behind it. Since I'm rounding to the thousandths place, Sophia, what is the place value behind the hundredths place?
The thousands.
The thousandths place. Hey, Sophia doesn't have her cast on anymore, and she didn't let me cut it off.
What?
All right, so the thousandths place is what we're looking at. Matthew is absent again. Why are all these people skipping my class? Eden, is the number in the thousandths place 5 or greater?
No.
No, so we don't add one more. The numbers in front stay the same. The numbers behind zero's your name. Sing it, we will round you. Hey, do you like my my shoes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of cool. What I do is I went to the Vans store and I say, give me your most colorful, ridiculous looking shoes. And this is what they brought out.
They are pretty ridiculous.
I know, it's like, oh.
I like so successful in life. Skechers.
I'm literally taking you follow.
All right, let's ask Aiden. Aiden, how do you say this number? Shh. Read me this first. What's that? And then what do you say for the decimal? And read me that number. 939. What place value is this in? Thousandths. So as Aiden just said, 21 and 939 thousandths. Thousandths. Make sure we put the THS in the end. When you tell your little brother or sister or your Aunt Gertrude, say, hey, this number's in the thousands. And then you can like spittle on them, but Mom, I'm just doing my work. That's what they told me to do. All right, we are going to round to that place. What place value is that, Eric?
The one place.
This is the ones place. So I've got to look at which place value is behind the ones place, Daniel. Huh? Daniel's not in here either?
Daniel's not here.
Well, then why is Daniel not? Why are you saying Daniel's not here?
I didn't say Daniel's not here. Who said it?
Daniel, go.
Chase did. Daniel, what place value is this 9?
The tenth.
The 10th place. Daniel, is 9 5 or greater?
Yes.
Yes. So that means I add one more to the place I am rounding. I add one more to the place I'm rounding. So let's look at Nathan. What is 1 plus 1? 2. I gave you the hard one. The numbers in front stay the same. The numbers behind zero's your name. You'll probably see this. Just written as 22. 22.
22.
All right, let's look at one more.
Yay.
No more. One more. Zero's in front.
Paul, how do we say that number? Paul just went to the nurse because Paul lost a tooth. Was it his own tooth that he pulled out?
No.
Yes.
He pulled out Silas's tooth.
Was it actually? No.
Taylor,
Oh, that would have been fun.
Taylor, how do we say that number?
8 and 155,000.
8 and 155 thousandths. Very good, Taylor. We are going to round to that place value, which is Celise. What place value is this?
1. The 10th.
The 10th.
The 10th.
Hey, little brother. It's the 10th place.
What if you don't have a little brother or sister? Hey, what's up? Or an aunt.
Do it to your big brothers. Especially the one that's in the middle.
I don't have any.
Alright, so Celise told us that's in the tenths. Zin, we have to look behind it. What place value is the number behind it in? Hundredths. Hundredths. Zin, is the number behind it 5 or greater?
Yes.
Yes, so I add one more. So the numbers in front stay the same. The numbers behind. Zero's your name. Singing we will. We will. Round you. Round you.
I will make you round.
Hopefully you wrote all of these examples in your journal because they will be very helpful for you in the near future. Oh, I should have said that. I did! Chase didn't listen. Why?
What? Look at her.
Did you listen?
No.
Don't blame somebody else. Why are you trying to get somebody else in trouble? That's so mean. Well, maybe you can watch it and write these down at a later time. I'm going to give you 2 to try on your own, and then we'll go over them after you have a chance to try on your own. I'll put those up in just a minute. Boom! Shakalaka! Peace out! God bless! Love ya! Do something kind!